Hello, welcome to episode 383 of Prog Review, and today I'm talking about Peter Gabriel 3. See, threes, there's a couple of threes in there, so not a very good link, is it? I know a lot of you have said about this one, well, I think one of you, so I thought, well, might as well do it. It's a big one, isn't it? It was originally released 23rd of May 1980. So it's an old one now, isn't it? Yeah, this is where all started kind of coming together for the Peter Gabriel sound. Started to find his own voice, I believe. It opens, of course, with Intruder, and what's the first sound you hear? But the drums of Phil Collins. Yeah, you know, Phil Collins from that band that Peter Gabriel was in, that Phil Collins ended up singing for. The amazing gated reverb on the drums that became synonymous with the 1980s and synonymous with Phil Collins, we hear for the first time on Intruder. Intruder's a great track. Through the eyes of I don't know what you call the character, a ne'er-do-well. When I first got, I got this album years and years, many years ago. It was that opening track was hypnotic to me on the old because I had it on vinyl, you see. Those were the days, and very disturbing song, very disturbing. And this is the thing about the record. I believe that when Gabriel handed in this record into his American record company, they said, are you feeling all right? And recommended that he might need to get some professional help, because he's followed up with No Self-Control, complete with percussion and a great little song. We all like that one, don't we? Yeah. Great little song. Good one, that. Start. It's an instrumental. It sticks out like a sore thumb. It's very 1980s, and it's just there. Never really understood it. But the theme of being disconnected and paranoia and abnormalities of the mind continues with I Don't Remember, which has the most fun video ever, if you've seen that one. I think the video was done a lot later than the album. The only track on the record I don't have any time for, and I've never really had any time for, is Family Snapshot. Can't stand it. Just can't stand it. There's something about the song. Maybe it's just over melodramatic. Maybe it's the portrayal of the guy from the broken home, turning out to be a psychopathic maniac. He wants to kill to make himself famous. I haven't done it yet, but I just don't like it. COD Psychology 101. It's just there's something about the song I just don't like, and I've never liked. And Through the Wire, that features the raucous guitar of a certain Paul Weller. Again, it's a poppy little number. I suppose now we're all connected, and everything we do is through the wire. The song has added pertinence, doesn't it? Added meaning. Yeah. Of course, if you flip the record over, we're talking about, so you can't flip the CD over. It's the hit, Games Without Frontiers, with, of course, vocals, or backing vocals, BVs, if you're in the business, from Ms. Kate Bush herself. First appearance, she appears again on So. Very effective on this, and on the backing vocals for No Self-Control as well. Games Without Frontiers, that was the one I remember. I actually do remember that being released at the time, big hit. Of course, the video, iconic video now. It's a shame because on that Peter Gabriel play, they've re-edited the video and cut all the scenes of the children out, the dinner party out, because we live in strange times. Children dressed as adults gives out the wrong message apparently. Political correctness gone mad, I say. But anyway, I remember it, and it was probably one of the reasons why I got the album, because it was like, oh, I know that song. Not One of Us, again, another song about paranoia, being on the outside. Oh, you can see. Oh, it's a funny old record. And then that leads us into Lead a Normal Life again, more tuned percussion, and about the inmate of a mental institution. We take the spoons, take the forks, knives, and spoons away. Well, no, we'll let you have the spoons. I really like that one. It's probably my favourite track on the album, actually, because it's so understated, and it's almost like not a comedy track, but there's something that makes me smile for some reason. It's just, and I like the atmosphere it creates. There's lots of atmosphere in it, and the album's finished off with the perennial Biko. I've done that joke before. I'm not going to do it again. Biko. Let's be serious. Very serious face. Because it'd be good to see one day that South Africa does dismantle apartheid, and we see equality come to that area of the world. What's that? It's already happened. Biko, a very serious song about the death of Stephen Biko. You got to remember, a long time ago, we ain't gonna play Sun City. We were very politicised, and of course Queen played Sun City, and that was terrible. But yeah, South Africa, apartheid, it was terrible. It's a bit similar to what goes on in America at the moment with the police and stuff. Politics. I'm not saying that American police are racist, but a little bit of politics. Where was I? Yeah, so Biko, again, it's one of those songs I can't stand hearing because I've heard it too many times. Great song and all that, very, very memorable and worthy, but there's only so many times. Thankfully, we don't have to hear it that often now. Thank goodness. And it's an all-star cast on here. So, you got Kate Bush, you've got Robert Fripp appears on 3 of the tracks. David Rhodes makes his debut. Paul Weller, Larry Fast, of course. John Giblin, great bass player. Tony Levin only appears on 1 track. Interesting that. Phil Collins, of course. Maurice Pert, the great Maurice Pert, late great Maurice Pert as percussionist. Dave Ferguson and Dave Gregory and of course Dick Morrissey was on the old saxophone. Yeah. So yeah, sorry about that. I was just drifting off. I just drifted off for a minute. It's a fascinating album. Again, even the sleeve's fascinating. Produced by Hypnosis. Polaroids, digitally, actually using your digits to manipulate the photograph as it came out of the camera, so you could move the ink around. I don't know if you've tried it. I've done it. You can mess around with before it sets and get all sorts, and that's where that kind of came from. It's an important record. It's a strong album. I know it inside out. That's the problem, because I played this a lot when I were a youngster. It's kind of, again, familiarity. I've become so, when you listen to an album so much that you just, you kind of dismiss it a bit. I'm probably a bit dismissive of it. But yeah, this is the turning point. Because we had Peter Gabriel 1, which is let down by production. I think we'll all agree with that. I know a lot of you don't, but trust me, I'm right. Peter Gabriel 2, whilst a brave, valiant effort, a little bit left field. I mean, this is left field, but that's further left field thanks to Robert Fripp's involvement in his production. And here we see him, Mr. Gabriel, finding his own feet. And this is followed with Peter Gabriel 4. We hear and see similar, that sound being built upon. So yeah, when it comes to a rating, it's an essential album. Oh, it's boring when I have to give 5 stars, but I'm going to give this 5 Bikos out of 5. I think. Am I allowed to do Bikos? Yeah, we will do Bikos. 5 Bikos out of 5. If you haven't heard it, you should have done. Probably one of the more important records of the 80s. Again. And here he is, looking all pensive, like he's been sitting in the nut house waiting for you. So there you go, Peter Gabriel 3. Yeah. And with that, I'll toodle off. My name's been Darren Locke. I've been talking about Peter Gabriel 3, though some of you folk called it Melt for some reason. I don't know why. And yeah, it's one you should have heard. You should have heard this one. And that's it. Only one more thing to say. You know what that is, and that is Prog on.